What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back, guys, to a brand new video. It is Pokestocks here. In this episode, we are going to continue to study and reflect on the Ascended Heroes market as it is officially day 2 of release. We will also be looking at the groundbreaking news of Destined Rivals officially breaking a new all-time high, and I completely lost all hope for that set. And we will also be going over the latest Pokemon news. So sit back, my friends, relax, and of course, grab your favorite source of hydration, and let's dive right into this. As always, we're going to start every single video off with a positive mention. Today, I'm going to talk to you guys about God's plan. I'm a big believer, especially in life, that everything happens for a reason. And with my faith combined, I really center it all to God's plan. By simple definition, everything that we go through, every trial and tribulation, makes us better in some way, shape, or form. We might be going through a really hard time in our lives right now, but knowing that, it can make us stronger, wiser, more confident. The amount of times that I went through certain things, right, that were not the greatest, but I reflect on them now, and I'm so grateful that God put me through those situations because I came out stronger in a certain situation. So if you think about life a little bit differently, you might start to have a different outlook, if that makes sense. Now, my friends, let's dive right into it. So Ascended Heroes has officially been released for, I guess you can say, 2 days now. Prices regarding the sealed singles are still fluctuating. I have to make this very clear, guys. Usually on the first few days of release, prices are a little bit insane, and that's just due to the fact of not too much stuff being ripped open, and I guess there's many other variables. Now, there's one thing to keep in consideration, right? We know this, you know this. Ascended Heroes is one whack of a release schedule. We only have the tech sticker collections releasing yesterday, so there truly is not a lot of volume out there regarding singles and packs. If we take a quick look on TCG Player and look at the overall majority of the singles here, we have the Gengar, the Charizard, the Dragonite, and much more. Now, here's one key takeaway I want to make, guys, very clear. This set is super duper expensive. I mean, on release day, you usually get a general gist of what prices are going to be like, and oh my god, it is ridiculous. Hundreds, thousands of dollars, guys, is literally sitting here on the front page, and I realistically do not see this stuff, dropping, in dramatically. Like, obviously, it's gonna fall because stuff like that happens, but guys, it's just ridiculous to see how expensive this set is, and I can only see it, accumulating that wealth in ways. We have the Gengar SIR currently sitting at $1,000 market. If we check recent sales, we are replicating those 1,000 and 1,000, only 2 sales, 2 days, so that's kind of interesting. I've heard a lot of people are trying to sell all of their chase cards right now, which in my personal opinion, I think is one of the smartest moves you can be doing. And guys, actually hear me out on this. Like, if you are sitting on a Gengar SIR or a Mega Charizard Mega Hyper Rare, I'm not saying to do this. Please do your own research because this is, truly my opinion. But I think you should be selling them right now because of the scarcity of packs, guys. Like, you are not going to be able to sell a Gengar for $1,000 2 months from today. That realistically will just not be the case because there's going to be so much more of them pulled. So, in my opinion, I think it's a great time to start selling your singles, guys. Even like the Mega Attack Rares, highly recommend trying to get them off your hands. And people are buying them. Like, believe it or not, $99, $100. I think this is probably going to be a, $30, $40 card in just 2 to 3 months. So, you really could be making a very good profit if you have these. Looking at sealed product by chance, we have tech sticker collections averaging around for $40. I just checked out my Target today, and they had tech sticker collections, but they were all sold out, obviously. But they only had 1 case, so it really makes you think, guys. There's not too much Ascended Heroes released into the market. There really is not. So it is a very low set right now in terms of pack volume, which again, any way you can think about it can be very good and very bad. I look at this in both ways. Again, coming down to the singles, I think this is a great time to sell. When it comes into investing, this is one of the worst times to buy in, right? Because you don't want to buy in when you have products costing 5x MSRP. That's just not the point to make. So Ascended Heroes, I guess we could say, so far has been performing as expected with what we have and what we know. Now let's go over the latest Pokemon news brought to you guys by PokeNotify. Huge shout out for everything they do for the channel. I want to start off with their latest post, Destined Rivals. Yeah, this totally needs to happen. Excuse me, I just sneezed right there, so sorry if I went silent for a second. But going over Destined Rivals, guys, right now, I am a bit lost for words. I'll be getting more into depth right now, but Destined Rivals, man, I'm not going to lie to you. I'll give you January. You definitely own this month, and I can't even imagine what February is going to take for that. And yesterday, I went over this post on how they sort of described how Ascended Heroes is going to be an amazing set and investment, and to some extent, that is very, very true. When I look at Ascended Heroes, I totally see the potential here. Also, there is multiple people, supposedly, I mean, I don't know how many people got this, but, you know, pulling Gengar, SIRs, this and that. So let me know in the comments if you guys ripped open Ascended Heroes, and let me know what you pulled. It is kind of ridiculous. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Oh my god, Ascended Heroes. Destined Rivals. I'm speechless. Well, am I speechless? I don't know. Destined Rivals booster boxes. Officially creating a new all-time high. $521 market price. You guys are not going to believe me, but I'm going to tell you something. Yesterday, January 30th, market price for Destined Rivals booster boxes was $493. January 31st, $521. Almost a $30 spike in market price in just one day. Multiple sales, 565, 570, 600, 570, 551, up 30% this past month. I am not no one who FOMOs or who goes crazy, but when I see something like this, guys, I have to just say something. This is flippin' ridiculous, and I love it. I mean, it's so cool to see how great Pokemon cards are for investing, man. I mean, theoretically, no matter if you believe Pokemon cards are a complete scam, if you would have bought this a month ago for $400, you can realistically flip this 30% profit right now. That's the crazy truth about Pokemon card investing that a lot of people just don't understand. So these booster boxes, guys, are up dramatically. Ever since their massive reprint when these peaked at around 500, they came crashing down, and now they're all the way back up. I've been mentioning this again and again, and I'm briefly going to mention it again, guys. We do not have an official date for a Destined Rivals reprint anytime soon. So just imagine how high these are going to climb in February. I understand that this is a literal rocket right now, just blasting off into space. It will usually come down because nothing lasts forever. But realistically, I do think within the next few days / week, the momentum is going to keep pouring onto this box. And we might see these cross $600, $700, or even $800, guys. And I can't even believe I'm saying that. I can't even believe I'm saying that. An $800 booster box for a modern set. That is just insane, guys. Market price for Destined Rivals, by the way, for any booster box in Scarlet and Violet is $160. That is realistically almost 4x MSRP we are getting very, very close to right now. It's insane, guys. It really, really is. And it troubles my brain. It really makes me wonder, what the hell is Pokemon doing? Please just print this into oblivion. But I don't know, man. I just don't know. We even have the Destined Rivals ETBs, guys, which have climbed all the way up to $160, man, up 15%. Now, I've been very optimistic, and I'm not going to change my path on this, that I believe Destined Rivals ETBs are going to get massively reprinted through a Costco or Sam's Club. That is a true on just prediction. There's no evidence to back that up, but I think what we've seen in the past of Surging Sparks, Prismatic, and a lot of these other sets get reprinted through wholesale, I do think that Destined Rivals will definitely follow that same pathway. But it's still just crazy to me, guys. $156 ETB is just not normal, man. It's just not normal, bro. It's insanity. Oh my god. Destined Rivals, bro, it is really just the set of the year. I mean, it might even be the set of flipping, you know, the decade, because we've never seen anything like this, guys, right? You could argue that Prismatic Evolutions and this and that, so crazy growth. But Destined Rivals has really just been the bullet, man. And even when we were going through, you know, that 3-month period of everything falling, Destined Rivals was gaining that value. Now, the top chase card, I want to do some, you know, looking into the singles. Team Rocket's Mewtwo SIR, currently sitting at 400. It was actually down this past month, up 5%. But if we take more of a broad look, this did peak all the way up at nearly $600, coming down dramatically. So I guess, realistically speaking, guys, this might be a good time to buy in. I'm not too crazy or too big on the singles market. I've mentioned that again and again. I really talk passionate about sealed. But just taking a quick look, guys, we are very, very close to competing with our all-time low that we had. So right now, literally just might be an opportunity, because if you look at this graph, guys, it has literally crashed almost $200 down. And if you're into investing, you know your stuff, then this usually does indicate a possible rally for this card. So Who knows? Maybe Team Rocket's Mewtwo might see a big pump within the next, few days / weeks. Now, taking a brief look at Prismatic, I love always covering this set every single video, just to show you guys, because usually indicating if Prismatic Evolutions is on the uptrend and nearly the whole Pokemon bull market is following that. But I guess Destined Rivals is the new king regarding that. Prismatic, not too much movement here. Price is a little bit up, price is a little bit down, but nothing crazy I want to mention. Mega Charizard UPC, super interesting. I want to bring this in, guys, today. January 29th, we saw a massive dip all the way down to 135, and then right after that, we saw a massive shoot up in price to 145. So I realistically do not know what's happening here. Looks like there's multiple sales at that 130 to 150 mark. So Mega Charizard UPCs, I realistically don't know what's going on. Taking a quick look, we know they are hitting Costco's right now, but we are hoping that the damage is not done yet. We really want these to get printed into Oblivion so we can get a very, very good pickup. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, it has not been looking that great, and realistically what we know, there's truly not that much time left for these to get printed into Oblivion. So Mega Charizard UPCs might just be the time to pick them up. I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Also looking at the Prismatic SPC, as we do know this will be getting a reprint very, very soon at Sam's Club. We're currently up 5% this past month, sitting at roughly around 250. We do have one sale right here at 275, and then everything else at around 240. Moving on from that, 151, again, not too much here, guys. Really, Destined Rivals has just been the main carry this week and mostly the main carry this month. We've seen so much traumatic growth in that set, and it's really going to be reflecting a lot on the market. But 151, again, not too much happening here. Booster bundles at roughly 120, Sam's Club at roughly 121, ETB sitting at 425. Now, here's one key takeaway. I want to go back and look at some older sets and some other products that are exploding up in value. We have Scarlet and Violet base, guys, and Paldea Evolved. Now, Paldea Evolved has been a set that you guys love. I personally hate it. I just don't realistically see the value in this, but I guess you guys do. In terms of a Pokemon set, but investing, I know what you guys think. So we're actually up, came down to nearly 350 in December, pushing all the way up 16%. We do have Scarlet and Violet base booster boxes, though, which I do want to bring in, guys, up 15% this past month, which is very, very strong. Again, here's my opinion on these sets, on these base sets and these sets that really don't get a lot of attention. A lot of people miss out on investing on these because they think the set is absolute garbage, and then no one picks them up. And then no one has them, which is why people can sell Rebel Clash, which is why people can sell Sword and Shield base for hundreds of dollars. So I think Scarlet and Violet base will almost replicate that. We are seeing a massive push, though, up 15%, multiple sales at 270, even one sale at 300. Even Vivid Voltage, guys, believe it or not, even Vivid Voltage is up this past month. Nearly from December, or let me go, to January at 250. Right now, we are up almost 8% on this, which is pretty strong growth, guys. I mean, this set has had a very, very hard time growing. But if you take more of a one-year outlook, it looks like Vivid Voltage is finally on the verge of taking off now. I've been a big believer in Vivid Voltage. I always have been, even since the beginning of 2025. Why do I believe that, Pokestocks? Well, guys, this set is literally 5 years old, and it's 5 years old. That should say something. I don't even need to explain anything more. 5 years old and under $300. It's like, what? At some point, guys, the age just has to eat up the price, and that's my little thought process on that. But some of you guys are going to disagree, so you do what you want. But that's going to be it for this video. I think we are absolutely going through something, and I can't wait, guys, for February, because, man, February is going to be one heck of a month, guys. Peace out.